guys, it's Maggie and I'm back to share another cleaning video with you guys. This month I'm going to show you how to clean the horse fields. So we're going to start here in Stormy's field and then make our way down and clean all of the rest. So I'm going to start with a pitchfork and a rake. I'm probably going to use multiple wheelbarrows in here. What I'm going to do is clean around the feeders. So I'm going to rake up all of that dirty hay, and then I'm going to pick up all of the poops on the gravel driveway into the run-in. I'm also going to pick out the run-in and then pick up any bigger poops in the very close area of the pasture. All right, we're going to pick up all of these bigger poops in this area leading up to the run-in. We're not going to go in this far back field. We're just going to stay close to the fence line and where we walk. So this area is going to be completely poop free. And we're going to pick up all of these poops in the gravel area. And this is the area after. We also picked up all the poops inside of the run-in. And now we're going to get all the poops along this fence line and all of this dirty hay. So this feeder does move around sometimes. Sometimes it'll be over here. Right now it's over here, and a good way to clean around it is to move it while you clean. So you can move it like a few feet to be able to get everything underneath it. So for the hay, I like to rake it up first and then pick it up with a pitchfork. So we'll rake it into a pile and then scoop it up. So we dump the hay feeder every day, but if there is wet or older hay in here while you're cleaning the food, just dump it out and pick it up into the wheelbarrow. All right, so this is my last pile, but you can see this whole area is cleared. This water is low and it's pretty dirty, so we're going to dump it and we're going to tilt it back towards the fence.
What you also want to do is make sure you take a scrub brush or your hands and get all the algae off.
All right, so we dumped this and we scrubbed it out, and we are going to take this greenish yellow hose from the goat barn and stretch it to fill it back up. Now we're gonna rinse it out again before we refill it. You can leave the hose running. I would set a timer for about 10 minutes and come back and check on it. All right, now we're done with this back field. We're gonna move on into the minis field and the middle field. So this is what we call the middle field, and this area is the minis field. This hose right here is what we use to fill up these waters. So just like all of the fields, these waters need to be refilled and or cleaned every single day, and this is a good example of it being cleaned and filled. And we're going to clean around all of the hay boxes, and we're going to put this back inside of the run-in. We are going to clean the whole inside of the run-in and all the areas outside leading up to the minis fence. You do not have to get into the grass, but if you have some time, we can pick out the bigger poops around this fence line. All right, so I'll just move this feeder out of the way. If there's any wet hay or kind of old hay inside of these feeders, you can just completely dump it. So we're gonna get all of the hay out from this area. I'm just going to rake all of this into a big pile and scoop it out. All right, now I've raked it into two different piles. I'm just gonna take my pitchfork and shovel them into a wheelbarrow. Clean. Right now, all of the old hay and poops are cleaned up. All right, now we're going to clean the minis field. So we're going to get all the hay up from here and all of the poops. And we're going to clean the inside of the run-in as well as in front of it. We also dumped and cleaned the water, and it was also scrubbed. All right, now this is done. All right, so for the far field waters, we are going to take these blue containers and put them in the back of the Kubota. We are going to fill all of them up with water and put these caps on so they don't spill while they drive. And we are going to dump them in the far field water. So we just got to the backfield and this water is really clean, so we don't need to dump it. We can just add water to the top of it. I'm gonna take this white cap off and set it right here so I don't lose it. And we can just dump this. Right now for this front field, I'm going to get all of these bigger poops, and if there's any hay, I would rake it up. And I'm also going to clean inside of the run-in. And here's the front field water. You can directly fill it up using this spigot. Again, I would just set a timer so it doesn't overflow. And it's okay if you get a little bit of gravel. Like the other field, you do not need to go out into this grass area. And then last for this field, you can take out all of the hay things and clean inside of it and then put them back once you're done. And I'm just gonna scoop up this pile and the run-in is finished. So that was the very basics of doing the horse fields. It's what's done every single day. There are a lot more tasks that we can do in here, such as scrubbing out the run-ins, dusting them, deep cleaning stuff, bleaching the waters. But yeah, in general, this was just what we do on a daily basis. Like always, if you guys have any suggestions that I can follow to make these videos better for you guys, please let me know. Or if you want to request the next video, also let me know. Thank you guys for watching.